Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla, and I'm so glad you stopped by to visit with me today. Thank you so much, and I hope you're having a great day. I'm having a pretty good day so far. I do have issues, but we're just going to ignore those and pretend like everything is hunky-dory. I do have a doctor's appointment later on with my finger. I went to the hospital yesterday to do labs and for the doctor in Shreveport. And so right after I finished that appointment, after I finished my labs, I went upstairs to the 5th floor where my doctor is, and just to see if I could catch him. And I saw his nurse, and I told her, what was going on, that I needed to see him. And she said, he was in with a patient, and he had another patient after that, and it was already like 4 o'clock probably, maybe even a little after 4. So anyway, I have an appointment for today at 1 o'clock. So hopefully we can do something. I'm going to ask him about more Botox for my finger, because I just really want to do anything we can to save this finger. So anyway, just to give you that quick little brief update, but that's not why we're here today. We are here to talk about yarn talk. Okay, so when I went to Joann's in Shreveport, now let me just tell you, I do not have a Joann's where I live, and so it was a real treat for me to get to go to Joann's while I was in Shreveport for a doctor's visit. I bought this Big Twist Living, and I don't know why, but they had all different colors. They had solid colors. They had some variegated colors. But when I go to say this, I always want to say Big Twist in living color. And I don't know. I don't know why I'm trying to say that. Because this wasn't the only color. Rainbow wasn't the only color. They had lots of other colors. So this is 100% anti-pilling acrylic. It's by Big Twist, which is Joann's yarn brand, and it's called Living. It's 199 yards, and I know some people want ounces and grams, so it's 3.85 ounces and 110 grams. So, and it is a number 4 weight yarn, and I can't see what it suggests. Aha! Thank you to my sweet subscriber. It suggests a 4.5 milliliter. I would not have been able to read that without this. Thank you so much. My subscribers knew that I'm blind and I can never read these, and so someone sent me this, if you didn't see that video, and I'm ever so grateful for that. So the color is inclusivity. It's made in Turkey, and it's distributed by Joann Stores. Anyway, it is really soft. It is a soft yarn. I love color. Okay, I love bright colors. Anything bright. I'm not about neutrals, and I don't know. I mean, I do use those colors, but I'm drawn to bright colors. So anyway, when I was at Joann's this past Thursday, they had these 2 for $6. Now, I'm not familiar enough with Joann's to know how their sales runs, because I don't, have a Joann's to shop. So I don't know how their sales runs, like Michael's runs from Sunday to Saturday. I don't know about Joann's, okay? But anyway, they had these 2 for $6, and they had 3 of these, okay? So I wanted all 3, of course, right? And so I had to end up getting another one of a different color to, so I would have, 4 and have it 2 for $6. So I ended up getting this real pretty one, and it is called Serenity. It is Serenity. And I also saw that Cinnamon Stitches also had the same colorway, and she made a hat from Jada and Stitches, a brick stitch hat. It looked like a lovely hat, a real nice hat. I don't know what I'm going to make with this one yet, but I'll make something before long. I do know what I want to use these for, and I bought them for this purpose. So now I'm in Louisiana, okay? We don't have a great need for lots of hats. I personally do wear hats, even in the house during the wintertime, because I need to keep my core body temp warm for my Reynolds purposes. And my feet, I wear slipper socks, crocheted slipper socks, and I'll wear a hat in the house just to keep my core temperature, stable. And so, but my family members, they wouldn't wear a hat unless it was like really, really cold or really windy, which doesn't happen that often in Louisiana. I mean, our temperatures dip down and we may have a couple of days of cold, but then the temperatures go back up. So we don't have a great need for hats. So that's why I don't make a whole lot of hats. Now, I take that back. I do make hats. I never show them on here, but I make hats for another purpose. And I don't really talk about that on here. I've mentioned it maybe one or two times. But towards the end of October, when it really starts cooling off, I will go and give those hats out. But hats is just not something I really feature, really. Although I am thinking about a hat that I'm going to make coming up soon, but I just don't make a whole lot of hats for like family, right? Anyway, there's something on that one. Anyway, so I wanted to work up some of this Big Twist Living and just see how it works up. It is a thinner 4-weight. It's not a thick 4-weight. And I'm going to be using it in a project where I used Red Heart 4-weight, which is thicker than this. So we're going to go to my desk and work this up and see how it turns out and see what we think about it. Okay, so here we go. Come on and join me at my desk now. Okay, so I have this block that I have worked up. It is Red Heart Super Saver, and it is it's the center of a blanket, and this will end up being a panda face, if you want to know. But anyway, so I'm just going to fold this over so I can work right here. So around the block, I have the granny stitch, and that's what I'm going to use this for. Now, it did take me a while to be able to just pull the center out. I could not find the center, so I just had to pull a chunk out. I don't know what color this is supposed to be right there. Kind of a rusty, burnt orange color. Oh, there's the center right here. So I think that will pull from that right there fine. Okay, so I kind of wanted a rainbow effect around this. And so I thought that yarn would be great. And when I was in Joann's, I was looking for something just to do with this red yarn. And that's what popped out at me. And I ended up getting that. Okay, so I'm going to just join in and start doing my granny stitch in this corner here. And I'm using a 6mm hook. That's what I like to use for blankets. It's just my preference because I like the drapiness and just the texture that it does give the blankets, you know. So okay. Now on this particular one, I'm not chaining in between my clusters. I prefer to chain in between clusters, but this pattern did not leave room for that. and I didn't want my, I didn't want it to be saggy, so I'm not chaining in between them. But I was kind of, you know, concerned maybe that, oh, is that another end? No, I thought it was another end. Because this is a thinner, I didn't know how it was going to work with the 6mm J-hook, but I think it's working up just fine. Yep. It glides on. It feels good on the hook. Now, this is a clover hook, so everything feels good on a clover hook. Just saying. But the yarn does feel good on it. It's just gliding, and it's not splitty at all. It's working out very nice. I want to get past this. I want to get to some bright colors. So we're just going to keep going till we get to some bright colors. We can just chat till then, okay? Anyway, I enjoyed my trip to Joann's so much. It was so much fun. Just seeing yarns that I don't have in my town and getting to touch yarns that, you know, I don't have. So that was fun. And this is a yarn that I didn't even know existed at the time that I was there to purchase. And I was glad that I found it. I don't know a lot about Joann's and their yarns, but I like to go there whenever I go to that town, which has not been, I guess, since before the pandemic, maybe. I think so. It's been, yeah, before the pandemic. So I haven't been there in a really long time. I used to go to that town once a month to get an infusion for lupus. But, and I did that for years. And I would always try to go by Joann's and grab up some big twist yarn. But that medication ended up causing me to start having strokes. Yeah, that's just what I needed. To take medication that causes strokes. And so I had 4 mini strokes. Can you believe that? And then I guess one of the rheumatologists realized that I was on that medication, that infusion, Benlysta, and it could cause strokes. And so when they took me off of that, I never had another stroke. So we are calling it a side effect from that medication. And they were mild strokes. They were very mild. Yeah, I wanted to get past this. These are long, kind of, well, not too long, but I feel like we're in this burnt color for a good while here. I wanted some bright colors. Let me see. Just hang with me. Let's test this out. I want to just see what it looks like once we get to some of those bright, pretty colors on here. I could have color controlled it a little bit. I'm not normally a color control person, but I really want to get to those bright colors. But I thought this would be a fun border for this blanket. It's going to have a panda face. And then it's just, you know, just this rainbow pretty border. I know that Big Twist has lots of different yarns out now, you know, not just the Big Twist value yarn. And keep in mind, I don't get to go to Joann's very often, so I don't know a lot about the Big Twist yarns and what different things they have, but I'm willing to learn. So if you want to tell me below, if you have a Joann's and you get to go, you know, tell me below what is your favorite Big Twist yarn. I know they have, you know, like this is Big Twist Living, and I know I have some Big Twist Value. So they have different kinds, and just tell me below what is your favorite Big Twist yarn, since we are talking about Joann's. Yeah, then I feel like this rust color is like going on forever. I wanted some bright colors next to the red. Okay, you can definitely tell, filling the red heart and then filling the living, you can definitely tell there is a difference there. But you know, once this is washed, this red heart will soften up. So I think it will be fine. Yeah, I still got a little bit of this rust color. And it does not pop next to this red, does it? I was thinking this whole skein would just really pop on this red, but I didn't. I guess I didn't pay attention and know anything about this rust color in there. We're fixing to hit orange though. But the rust is not popping. But I do like the way this yarn feels on the hook. It's not, uh-oh, that was me. It's not dragging, it's not splitting. It is crocheting up beautifully. And I know I'm only doing double crochets, you know, a granny stitch cluster here, but it is smooth sailing, crocheting it up. So I really like this. And like I said, I don't know if it's still on sale. It was this past Thursday, and I don't know what day their sales go off. I have a feeling something in the back of my mind is telling me theirs does not run Sunday through Saturday as Michael's does. Now we're hitting the orange, right? There's still some more rust. Like over here, it went to orange and back to rust. And so I think it's doing it again. Oh, well, maybe we're getting that rust out of the way, and then we're just going to have color pops after that. Yeah, I really want to see that orange and yellow worked up on here next to this red. I think this would make a really cute, well, I won't say border. It's kind of like a border because it's bordering this panel, but it's not just like a one row border. I'm going to go out as far as I can with this yarn. These are 199 yards, and I have 3 of them, so we will see what happens, right? That's 600 yards, you know, almost rounding up. Oh, come on, orange, I'm ready. I'm ready for some pretty pop on here. Okay, here we go, here we go. And then we have yellow and green, and surely to be hitting the blue and the purple. Well, I do like this yarn, and when I get to go back to Joann's, I wouldn't mind having more of this in the different colors. But yeah, I would want it to be on sale because it was regular like six, at least $6, and maybe about six, a little over $6. 1 second, I think I can look right here and see. Whew. One second. Thought maybe I could click right here and pull it up, but it's requiring a little bit more. Whoa. Sorry about that. Let me look it up to see how much it is regular. Let me just pull out my dusty old keyboard here and see. Okay, it is regular $6.49 for one skein, and it is on sale 2 for $6 as of the recording of this video. And they did have lots of different, let's see, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. According to their website here, it's in 23 colors. Some are variegated and some are solids. Oh, and one thing I did realize about this is that, you know, most of the time when you get a variegated yarn, it's smaller, right? This, I believe, was the same amount as a solid color. The variegated was not less yardage. But I'm gonna click on something right here just to verify that. It is really soft, and I know that red heart will soften up, and I know a lot of people don't like red heart. You know, everybody has their preferences or budgets and things like that. And that's okay. We don't all have to agree on that. That's perfectly fine. Okay, see, the solid colors are $1.99 also. I mean, not $1.99. Wouldn't that be cool? No, the solid colors are 199 yards also. So, they didn't short us on the variegated. They just gave the same amount for variegated and solids. That's pretty unusual for most yarns. You know, mostly when you get a variegated, it's going to be less yardage than a solid color. Now, I love the way that yellow pops and this orange pops. Ugh. I'm trying to go too fast is what it is, because, you know, I don't know how much of this you want to see. But I just wanted to see the yellow and the orange and the green, and I just want to see all the pretty colors pop on this red. Yeah, I love that. I think this blanket will be so cute, and I'll probably make something to go with it and use, you know, rainbow colors also to go with this, because this is just too cute. I love color, as I already said, and so I love pops of color, and I love how, you know, certain colors pop on other colors. So this is a variegated yarn. It's not stripes, I don't believe. I mean, it doesn't, I don't think it's stripes, but we'll talk about this in just a second. It's changing colors, but then it'll change back to a color, and sometimes it's a longer section of the color. Sometimes it's a very short section of the color. So that's very interesting. There goes a hunter down the road. Okay, let's see. Let's see what this green looks like with it. Now we've done, I believe, almost 2 sides of this so far. No. Oh, we're almost back around. So if y'all don't mind, we're just going to keep going and go ahead and finish up this round and see what it looks like. But I will be doing lots of rounds on this. I'm just going to try to use up possibly all 3 of these skeins. Yeah, I love these colors popping on here. Okay, so we are getting to, maybe we're going to have another color change. Let's see what we got here. This looks like it's going to be a long stretch of green and then blue. Okay. I'm having to put my hook where it's in my hand kind of a different way than I've been used to crocheting, but hey, we make do. Well, my vote is I do like this yarn, and I would buy this yarn again on sale. Most definitely. If I had a coupon, or if it was on sale like this 2 for $6 or whatever, or if it was just on sale cheaper the better. Now we're to the corner. This is the last corner because we'll join in the next corner. I want to get that blue on here. I am chaining 2 in the corners. Here goes the blue. This is really pretty. Oh. We might as well just go across this because it's not that much further. really like this. I like the blue. I like the yellow and the orange and the green. I wasn't so crazy about the rust up against the red. I'll be honest about that. But it is what it is, I guess. And I don't know, I really didn't. So is it not any red in it? I guess that's the red. I don't know. I bought it because I thought it... I mean, it does go well with this, but I thought it had red in there. Huh. That totally played tricks on my eyes when I purchased this. When I was looking at it in the store, I totally saw red yarn in that. That's okay. Yeah, I wasn't crazy about that rust color, and I guess that is supposed to be the red. But I don't know why they wouldn't have put a bright, vibrant red in there. Huh. Like, I'm still, like, expecting to see some red, okay? Huh. So, have you tried this yarn, and what did you think about it? But also remember to tell me what's your favorite big twist yarn. We're almost to the corner, so I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and crochet on up to that corner, and then we can talk about the sections of the colors. I don't know if we're going to get to the purple. I was hoping we could get some of all the colors on here, so then we could, you know, talk about all of them. I love the whole rainbow. I love all colors, except it is hard for me to crochet with black yarn, only because I can't see the stitches. But, you know, sometimes it's necessary, or sometimes different projects need some black for whatever reason. So I do use black yarn, but it's not my favorite to work with since I can't see the stitches. Oh, we're getting to some purple. Good, good, good. I think this yarn did well under the using a 6mm hook. You know, the suggested hook was a 4.5. Yeah. For crochet, the suggested was a 4.5. So I went up to a 6mm hook, and I think this yarn did well with that. It's not too big. The hook size, it's not too big for that. Now we're back to some blue. That's surprising to me. Before I finish this off, I want to check and make sure I did do 3 stitches on the side here. Yeah. Nothing's worse than getting them on the next round and then come to find out you only did 2 stitches somewhere. I've done that many times. Whew. That was a workout for my hands. Oh, the purple's ending on a yellow. I don't usually put purple and yellow together because that's LSU colors, and I just don't want anything to be like deemed LSU. So we're just going to look at this. So beautiful. We started with the orange, and it went yellow. I know my colors. It started with the yellow, and then a little bit of orange, back to yellow, and then a larger stretch of orange, and then this rust color, which I'm wondering is it their red, and then back to a little bitty touch of yellow, and then we have a good stretch of the rust coming around here. That is a good amount of rust, and then a little yellow, rust again, not yellow, orange, rust again, and then some more orange, and then let's see, and then the same thing here, we have some orange, a little bitty spurt of yellow, a little bitty section of orange, and then a bigger section of yellow, and then green, yellow, green, a little larger section, and then the same thing with the blues. It goes a little bit of blue, a little bit of green, and then a larger blue, a little bit of purple, a little bit of a little bit of blue, and then purple. And I just wonder, is this going to be a larger section of purple? So it's not particularly like striped up like I thought it was going to be. It has little sections of different colors, and I like that. I do like that. I do. I like it. Okay, friends, I wanted to come back and just show you from a distance here what that looked like worked up around this red. See, this rust, I'm not crazy about that, but it's color. It is what it is. But I really do like these bright colors on it. And I like how it's not all the same. It's interesting having the short, and short, and then longer, and the short. I like that. It gives it more interesting look instead of being, this much yellow, this much green, this much blue. I like that. I don't like symmetrical, and so this is totally up my alley because it's not, the same all the way around. So yeah, that's what it looks like, and so I'm just going to keep going, crocheting around and around on this, and one day soon I'll come back and share it with you as a finished project. Yeah, that part is not my favorite, but I think once some more color comes up over on top of this, it will, be fine. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. As I get around this, okay, I'll be coming this way. As I get around here, if rust is going to end up on this rust, I'm cutting that yarn, and I'm going to get to some more pretty bright color and add that in. Because I don't want the rust on top of the rust. I want it to end up, like when I use that rust again, I want it to end up on top of something, different. So I don't plan to color control it, but if it was going to end up rust on top of this rust, I'm going to color control it. Because I'm not crazy about that. But anyway, this is what I got so far, and I want to say thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you all being here and just checking out this yarn with me. Let me know if you plan on trying this yarn, or if you have tried it, or whatever, and I will see you all again in the next video. Remember, it is a beautiful day to crochet.